Ladies and gentle peeps, no, actually, knuckleheads, email me your scores. Don't put them on Google Classroom. Email me the scores. Do I need you to post your score in Google Classroom? No. Email me. Don't call me. That'd be weird. Email. My young Padawans. Lesson 115. You may notice that we are skipping lessons, but that's what we gotta do. Graphing cubic functions. Do you want to see something legit? Oh, come on! Okay, so here we go. A cubic function is anything where we have an x to the power of 3. So x to the power of 2 is quadratic, x to the power of 3 is a cubic. Okay, so this is going to cap all the functions that you have learned this year. You know linear functions, which look like this graphically. It has a degree of 1, so x to the power of 1. And it has a maximum of 1 x-intercept. A quadratic creates a parabola. It has a degree of 2 because it's x to the power of 2. And it has a maximum of 2 x-intercepts, although it can't have 1 or none. And then this is the way that a cubic function looks. It has a maximum of 3 x-intercepts, although it could have only 2 or 1. Enter this into your calculator and then graph it. I've got my function entered in. I'm going to hit zoom 6. Let's take a look at this function. So this is the way our cubic looks. I have an x-intercept at -2, -1, and then another x-intercept at +6. If I were to factor this cubic, it would look like this. And notice the zeros. This is a 0 of -1. That's a 0 of +6. This is a 0 of -2. So we already saw that on the graph that we had zeros of -2, -1, and then +6. That's it. That's the lesson. That's all we're going to look at with regard to cubic functions, but I want us to practice something that we've seen in the past. So pause the video before I do this and solve this equation right there. Okay, first step. Add 4 to both sides. And now that you have the radical isolated, you have to square both sides, but be careful because this is going to be a binomial over here that you're going to square. So squaring this side over there just eliminates the radical, and you're left with 3x plus 4. But you're going to have to FOIL this through. Once you get here, you're going to have to set the equation equal to 0 because it is a quadratic with an a value and a b value. Now we have our quadratic set equal to 0, you need to solve it. You can solve it using factoring or the quadratic formula. I recommend the quadratic formula. This is what you're going to have with the quadratic formula. This is not going to be something that simplifies very nice. So this is our answer right here. but I want us to check it. So go ahead and plug this into the calc and then give me one of the values. Let's try 23 plus root 193. I did 23 plus root 193 divided by 8. It gives us an answer of about 4.61. I'm going to take this and plug it back into my equation there to see how close we are. Okay, plugging our solution into the x on this side over here, it gives a solution of about 0.22. So I want to see if that is going to equal the same on this side. Okay, they equal each other. We have a good solution, approximately 4.61. Now we need to go to see if the other solution is a good solution as well. So, going back to our quadratic formula, give me the value of the other answer. I've got approximately 1.14. So go and check that answer to see if it's good. This side equals negative 1.28 approximately. This side equals negative 6.72. So we have an extraneous solution. Here are our two solutions, but 1.14 is extraneous. Good job. There is no homework on this assignment today. Thank you, guys.